Hi, this is Nick Williams. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I wanted to give you a few more ideas about the Author Entrepreneur event that we're running on October 30th to give you some more information so that you can figure out whether it's right for you, whether it's going to be a good fit for your needs. So the reason I'm running it is because I am an author myself, as you may know. I've been an author now for 11 years, just got my 6th book coming out in the next couple of months. And for me, being an author has been a fantastic experience overall. I've loved expressing my ideas on the page and getting them out into the world and knowing that those ideas have touched, I guess, tens of thousands of people. So it's been rich and fulfilling from that perspective, plus being an author has enabled me to grow a successful business around sharing those messages out in the world. I've got to travel to different countries. Just my life is so much richer on so many levels for being an author. So part of what this day is about is to give you, if you like, a roadmap. That if you have some ideas, which I'm assuming you do, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, if you've got some ideas that you think, you know, people could really benefit from these ideas and that you'd love to share them in some kind of book form, we're going to give you a roadmap about how do you discover your authentic voice, how do you put your ideas into a form that then can become a book rather than just a stream of consciousness that has no structure to it. Then looking at, well, which route do you go down? Do you approach conventional publishers or today, as you know, probably more than ever, you can self-publish, you can create your own publishing platform. So we're going to look at the options for doing that. We're going to look at how you do kind of build, if you like, a platform for yourself, because if you do go down the conventional publishing route and approach publishers, they're going to want to see that you're already active and that you're already building an audience and that you're out in the world in some way. And if you go down the self-publishing route, you're going to need to build your own audience too. So we're going to be covering those aspects of being a potential author. And I've got a really fantastic lineup of people for you. Obviously I've got experience being an author and having written 6 books and travelled around the world talking about all that I do, so I'll be able to give you an author's perspective. Julia McCutcheon is a friend of mine. I've known her for 12 years now. She actually commissioned me to write my first book. So I've known her for a long time and I can really put my hand on my heart and vouch for her integrity and her authenticity and her professionalism. She just knows the publishing industry. She has commissioned and published many best-selling Mind, Body, Spirit books in her time. She now has dedicated herself to being a support to authors who want to get their voice onto the page and out into the world, so that's what she does. So she's a great advocate of you finding your authentic voice and getting it out there. So she's going to do some work on teach you how to find your authentic voice, how to get into a kind of writing practice, and to look at what needs to be in a book proposal, because whichever route you go down, I think a book proposal is a great idea because it really focuses your thinking. And then we've got Judy Piatkas. Now if you don't know Judy, she's a friend of mine too. I've known her for a while now. We've become good friends, and her perspective is fantastic because she started her own publishing business in her back bedroom over 20 years ago and built that into one of the UK's most successful independent publishers. She sold it a couple of years ago to Little Brown, but Piatkas Books remains one of the most successful UK publishing companies. She founded it, she ran it for many years, so she has a fantastic perspective on what publishers are looking for, what the trends in the market are, and what you need to do in terms of your ideas to get them to a conventional publisher and have the best chance of them being interested. So she'll be talking about how do you approach conventional publishers, and also a little bit about trends, because she's always been very hot on, you know, what's coming down the line, what are people looking for, and how can you take your ideas and put them in a form that people are going to go, ah yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then we've got Edward Peppett. Edward I've known for nearly a year now, I think, and Edward used to be in the publishing business for a major publisher. He used to work for Let's, and now he runs his own publishing business. And he publishes books, he publishes CDs and DVDs, and is very switched on and really understands that whole process. He has republished The Work We Were Born to Do, my first book, for me, and we're working on a couple of other projects together. So again, I can really vouch for his integrity, his knowledge, and his desire to help you get your message out there. So he's going to be doing a section on, okay, if you're going to go down the self-publishing route, what does that involve? What does it cost? What are the different steps involved? What do you need to know? Who do you need to work with to get it done so that you can end up with your book in your hands looking fantastic and having that really well received in the world? So he's going to be covering that. And then I'm going to be finishing off by talking about how do you build your own platform. You know, how do you keep raising your own visibility, building an audience, building followers, building people that are interested in your message, because that's really important for you to be successful on the entrepreneurial part, not just the author part. And through the whole day we'll also be looking at, you know, how does you having a book fit into your overall kind of business mix, because, you know, I presume that you're either self-employed or partly self-employed, and that you're looking to see how being an author can complement everything else that you do and fit in with everything else you do and raise your visibility. So you'll come away with a lot of clarity about that. So that's basically what we're going to be covering. It's a lot to cover in a day, so the day runs from 10:30 till 6 so that we can cover all of that. And then obviously all the speakers are available during the day and during breaks to maybe have quick chats with and ask them specific questions. So we're going to be covering a lot of ground. We'll also be giving you a handout that gives you some of the basic information, some of the frequently asked questions that people have. So you should go away at the end of the day with pretty much all your questions answered, either through the presentations, by talking to the presenters, or by having a handout. So if that sounds like it could be useful to you in helping you get your voice out into the world more successfully, would love to see you there. October the 30th, 10:30 till 6, Central London, right next to Great Portland Street Station. Hope to see you there. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Bye bye.